Hi guys, so in today's video I'll be telling you about the lessons that I learned after reading the book The $100 Startup, which is written by Guillebau, and it says fire your boss, do what you love and work better to live more. After telling what are the lessons that I learned in this book, I'll be telling you about what are my views about it, and finally should you invest your time, effort, money to going into all these pages, and whether buying the book will be worth it or not. So let's get started. So as the name suggests, the book is about starting your own micro small business, which the author refers as $100 startup. $100 startup because it must be a business which needs very less capital, as low as $100, at max $1,000. So let's see whether such a thing is possible or whether it's just a shit that is thrown around. So in this book, the author has talked to more than 1,500 people, such people who started their own micro business with very low capital, as low as $100, and the average capital required for the people he talked to was around $100 to $500. So the book is divided into three chapters, and the first is about coming up with the idea for your business. The second is about how do you market your business and make your business concrete from idea to an actual business. And the third is about how can you grow your business and increase your profitability. How do you come up with an idea for your business? So the author tells that to come up for the idea for your business, firstly think about the things that you're passionate about, and more often than not, your micro business or small business preferably should be revolving around your passion or the thing that you're passionate about. But the idea for your business lies in what is called convergence. Convergence is nothing but the intersection of the things that you are passionate about and the things that other care about or find useful. For example, if I'm passionate about going to gym, eating a healthy diet, and people care about getting thin, so my passion can be made useful to someone, and this is called convergence. From this convergence where the idea for your business will come. Now once you come up with various things that fall under subset of convergence, he wants us to analyze whether it falls under $100 startup model. Now what is $100 startup model? $100 startup model is basically, once you come up with this business plan, it's a kind of checklist. So the first thing is your business should be simple and easy to understand. It should need very low capital, as low as $100, at max $1,000. Like $1,000 is the threshold. If the idea that you have needs more than $1,000, then probably you should drop it off. Then you're going to imagine that if your idea worked, then what can you do, or is it possible to earn $50,000 from it, and see if anyone has done it or not. And then finally, the last thing that he tells, it should need less than 5 employees. It's better if it just needs one. So he says that your passion or any skill that you know and the way it can be useful to other people is what constitutes of a successful idea for starting a business. During the first part of this book, the author goes through many such stories and tells you many stories along the way of how people have actually done it, which I found very interesting to read about, and knowing that, I mean, what he's talking about is actually not something in the air, but people are actually doing it. Now, if you've come up with an idea, let's move on to chapter 2, which is called Taking It to the Streets, and it is about marketing, structuring your business from idea to an actual business. Then the author tells us that for every idea you have, you need to ask 3 questions to yourself. The first question is, how would I get paid with this idea? How much would I get paid with this idea? And is there a way that I could get paid more? Now the author tells us about the concept of value. He says that these small businesses thrive because of fan following of the community and the satisfaction that they have provided to their customers who use the product over and over and over again. You need to think and ask yourself that how can you help people more. So later in chapter 1, the author tells us about the 6 steps to get started right now. The first step is to decide what your product is, that I've already told you about. How do you come up with the product? The second is set up a website. Very basic one. He tells us to go to WordPress. Once you have a website, develop an offer. Like what are you going to give in your plan? Then ensure you have a way to get paid. Way to get paid is very simple today in digital world. Set up a PayPal account or a Google Pay account, and then announce your offer to the world. To announce your offer to the world, you must announce it on social media, announce it in your locality. If not all, at least 5-10% of the people are going to enroll to it. And then he says that learn from step 1 to 5 and then just keep repeating it. So he tells us to make a one-page business plan. I'll give you the link in the description. Remember to keep costs low, as low as possible. Remember, the idea of starting $100 startup is that even if you fail, you don't lose much. You can learn from it and start again. Over the time of starting and failing, if you're not successful at the very first time, you will strike an idea in which you are successful. Then he says that just go ahead and start your first sale. Make a product and just get your first sale done. Once you get your first sale done, it'll teach you a lot. You can pat yourself on your back and you'll know how to scale it up now from 1 to 2 to 4 to 50 to 100. Then he tells us about the launch. He tells that, like in a Hollywood movie and Bollywood movie, how they build up a thing before launching the product. You can use that strategy. Then the next chapter, the author talks about pricing your product. What are the things that you should consider before pricing your product? He says that price your product or service relative to the benefit it provides, not to the cost of producing it. Which means think about, to get this benefit, what a product is going to provide, in your mind, what is the right price of it? Don't set your price thinking about that I have invested so much capital in manufacturing this product, so my price is going to be something. It should not be dependent on that. He says that the pricing of a product should depend on the benefit that your product is providing. Since you're giving this benefit, and what do you think the price of that benefit is? The part 3 of the book is called Leverage and Next Steps. It is basically about, now once you've started your business and it has some profitability, what are the tools at your disposal to increase your profitability? And he tells that increasing your income from your business is actually easier than starting a business. So that is one of the biggest takeaway from this, is just start, get your first sale, and then think how you're going to do it further. So I'll not be talking much about chapter 3 because chapter 3 has more of the things like tools that you need to scale up your business, increase your profits. It tells you how you can leverage up, what is the significance of debt in your business, what are the strategies which can help you to increase your customer base, what are the strategies that can help you to increase the prices of your products. So I'm not diving much deeper into it. So now, what are my opinion about it? I think if you're really serious about starting a small business, or thinking about starting a side hustle, or just want to dip your finger into the entrepreneurship, I think this book is a must read. It is like a mini MBA. It has all the information that you need to start up a business. So if you want to buy this book, you can buy it from the link in the description below. That's all from my side this time. Next time I'll come with some other book and tell you what did I learn from it, and also help you in knowing that whether it will be worth your time, effort and energy to go into all the pages of that book. That's all from my side. Take care. Bye.